Okay, so hello everyone. Okay, welcome to new session 9 and session 10. Then we want to move to unit 9 as well. That focus on forever friends. And this section I'm going to explain you regarding to the expressing habit. That is just one part of the grammar part of unit 9. So you want to learn about how to use different tenses to express about habit. Alright, so just move. Here are the learning outcomes. After completing the sharing, student will be able to use different tenses to express their habit effectively. And the second one, they will be able to distinguish between present and past habits. And one last is about to complete the exercises related to the expressing habit in the workbook. Alright, so to briefly talk about this one and to focus on that, and you can identify about the tenses that can be used to express the habit in here. Okay, let's go. So the first one, we can use present simple tense. Okay, it's just not new for you, this one. I think you learn about present simple many times already, right? Let's go. So this part we can say about adverb of frequencies come before the main verb but after the verb to be. So it just come before the main verb but after the verb to be. Alright, before the main verb and after the verb to be. You can see the example in here. Okay, we hardly ever go out. So which one is the adverb of frequency? Hardly ever. Alright, and which one is the main verb? Is go. So this one is just allocated or located before the main verb. She frequently forgets what she's doing. So which one is the adverb of frequency? Just frequent. Frequently. And forget is the main verb in here. And the next one, we don't usually eat fish. So usually is the adverb of frequency and it is the main verb. Alright, so it's just located before the main verb, or placed before the main verb. I rarely see Peter this day. I rarely see Peter this day. So which one is the adverb of frequency? It's rare. So see is the main verb in here. We are seldom at home in the evening. So seldom is the adverb of frequency. Any main verb in here? No. So in this sentence, main verb is to be, right? So adverb of frequency placed after the verb to be in here. Is he normally so bad-tempered? So normally is the adverb of frequency, and is his verb to be, right? Okay, so bad temper. I hope that you understand what the word bad temper. I mean, angry, like crazy, no reason, some part in here, right? Bad temper, bad mood. We can say bad mood or bad feeling. Keep complaining all the time. You can see. So okay, just in short one, to remember this one, we can say all of the adverb of frequency come before the main verb, but after the verb to be, right? In short one, this one. Okay, let's move. If you have some questions, you can ask in the comment or some part. We can discuss further, all right? Okay, sometimes, usually, occasionally. Okay, three of them are also the adverb of frequency, which can come at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. So, exceptional for the three of them in here that can come at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. Example. Okay, sometimes we play card. You see, sometimes it's at the beginning of the sentence. Sometimes we play card. We play cards. The other, okay, we go to the cinema occasionally. Okay, we go to the cinema occasionally. So occasionally is one of the adverb of frequency. In here you can place at the end, or you can also use it at the beginning of the sentence here, right? Sometimes the same. You also can use it at the end of the sentence in here. That's what I usually. All right. You can use like sometimes we play cards. We play cards sometimes. Okay, we go to the cinema. We go to the cinema occasionally. We go to the cinema occasionally, or occasionally we go to the cinema. So in short one, we can say all of them can be at the beginning or at the end of a sentence is okay. The other adverb of frequency don't usually move in this way or in the same way in here. Example like always I have tea in the morning. So you cannot use like this one. I what? You cannot move it like always I, but I always have tea in the morning. Is it the correct one? But you cannot use in this way, all right? Okay, you cannot. You cannot use in this way. Okay, so except only three, sometimes, usually, and occasionally. There can be shifting at the beginning of the sentence or even at the end of the sentence. It's fine, right? Okay, good, thank you. Just move to the next one. Okay, so we will go and talk about the expression about habit. For the second one, we will just move to present continuous tense, all right? That will be used to uh, can be used to talk about the habit as well. Okay, let's go and see. The present continuous tense can be used to express a habit which happened often and perhaps unexpectedly. Often or perhaps unexpectedly. It happens more than usual. All right. Example. I like Peter. He's always smiling. All right. He's always smiling. Okay. So in here, special case, we can see like you can see like the adverb of frequency in the present continuous, the talk about the habit that happen often or perhaps unexpectedly. Okay, so he is in the progress, in the habit of smiling. Keep talking and smiling in here. Okay, she's always giving people presents. All right. So here you can see, right, they just talk about the habit, all right? However, there is often an element of criticism with these structures. Compare sentences said by a teacher. For example, Petro always asked. So this one is just in the present simple. So Petro always asks questions in class. So the researcher mentioned this one just about fact. Petro is always asking questions in class. This annoys the teacher. We can say, like, the way that he asks is not a fact, it's not a habit, but we can say like it's just a habit, but it's just the way that really annoy. Okay, keep asking about that. Okay, just annoying ways there. Okay, it might be strange, but this is you also can use it to talk about the habit in here. Okay, so that's all about present continuous in here. Let's move to one more thing that you also can use it to talk about will and would. All right. Okay, will and would express typical behavior. They describe both pleasant and unpleasant habits. Okay. So remember this one. Okay, it can be described both pleasant and unpleasant habit. For example, he'll sit in his chair for hours on end. Okay. So you see what? He'll mean he will sit in his chair for hours on end. Is it positive or negative? Pleasant or unpleasant in here? The other one? She'd spend all day long gossiping with the neighbor. You know gossiping? Gossip? Like talking behind, talking about other people's story, all right? Even they are good or bad, but they keep talking, chit-chatting about it. Okay, so the first one, is it pleasant or unpleasant? Maybe unpleasant for this, but pleasant for this and she like. But this one may be positive result, this one is a negative result. Gossip is not good, all right? Okay, just keep notice with this one, would cannot be used to express a state. Okay, cannot just to talk about the state in here. Example, he'd live in a large house. Okay, so you cannot use this one. He'd live in a large house. Okay, next, about will and would when the contracted and stress express an annoying habit. Okay, so when it just deconstructed a useful form and stress express an annoying habit. It's not a good habit in here. Examples, he will come into the house with his muddy boots on. You get it? So when will just write in full form in here, it will express about the annoying habit. Okay, not take it out, but just put it on and walk across the house or something in here. So it will show that part. So when you use it in the contracted form, like apostrophe double L, it will show the pleasant or unpleasant habit or something. But the thing that can be show about the positive or good habit there. But will, when it deconstructed, it will express about annoying habit in here. You see, like it's a bad habit. Come into the house with what? With muddy boots. I mean, the thing with the dirty boots, and then you just walk around in here. All right. Okay. She would make us wash in ice cold water. You got it? So wood, when wood is deconstructed and just stressed, she would make us wash in ice cold water. So you got it? So this one is just the thing that just annoying habit. Okay, something there and something in here. It will describe something there. Okay, so to remember this one, we can say when will and would contracted, it will show something about pleasant or unpleasant thing. But when it just contracted and stress, the meaning will show us about annoying habit. All right. Can I move? Okay, we should move to the other thing about used to plus infinitive. Just link and connected to this one about used to. Okay. Okay, this structure expresses a past action and or a state. It has no present equivalent. All right. Express about past action or a past state or state in the past. It has no equivalent, no present equivalent in here. For example, when I was a child, we used to go on holiday to the seaside. This is talking about the action. How about right now? You still have a chance to go there? No. It completely finished in the past. It's just a past habit, but right now no more. He used to live in a large house. He used to live in a large house. This is just talk about the state, but currently no more. All right. You can notice that negative and the question. Example, what did you used to? This is the form. We can say used did to have and make it to be the question here. Okay. The negative, we did not used to. So just use it in the past. We did not used to do anything interesting. Okay, in short one is one. Just remember regarding to the forms here. To one more point, the last point of used to plus infinitive. We cannot use used to with a time reference plus a number. Okay, we cannot use it like a time reference plus a numbers. For example, we used to have a holiday there for 10 years. For 3 times, or for 10 years or 3 times. For 3 times here, you see? It's just time reference with the number. So this one you cannot use it in here. All right. But we used to go there every year. It's okay. Okay. No number in here. Every year we used to go there. All right. In a narrative, when expressing a series of past action, it is common to begin with used to, then continue with would for reason or style. Alright, remember this one? Okay, we can say for narrative, like the way you just tell about your background or your past story or something. The way you just put a group of past activity or your background. Okay, so that's what we call like or past action. We can say past action. So begin with used to, and then continue with would. For example, when I was a child, we used to go on holiday to the seaside, would play on the beach, then would eat a small cafes at lunchtime. You got it? Would play and would at. Okay, would. Okay, we use would in here. All right. This is the thing that you can remember. No any reason, but you follow this one. Okay. Don't ask me why. It's just the thing that you need to follow. Okay. So move to the next one. Okay, we just move to the next one. Just about be or get used to plus ing form. Okay, so just wait and see what are the difference between used to plus infinitive and be or get used to plus ing form in here. Okay, this part we just can say this is totally different from used to plus infinitive. It expresses an action that was difficult, strange, or unusual before, but it's no longer so. All right. So it just express about three different things that we might feel: difficult, strange, or unusual before. But there is no more. For example, here use is an adjective, and it means familiar with. All right. So using here not a verb anymore, but it is an adjective, and it means familiar with. For example, I found it difficult to get around London when I first came, but I'm used to it now. I found it difficult to get around London when I first came, but I'm used to it now, for example. So what? Right now, I am familiar how to get around London, since I know it. Alright? I'm used to getting around London by tube. Okay? I know how to get around, familiar with the way that you're getting around London by tube. You know tube? What is tube? Tube like traveling information. Traveling information that can tell you about where to go or something like the map, like the timetable, or the traveling information. We can say in short one that can show you there. All right. So it no more obstacle or difficulty or strength to me, since I am familiar with it. All right. Okay, notice that the use of get to express the process of change. So when we use used to with get, mean it just express the process of change. For example, I'm getting used to the climate. The climate keeps changing, but I am getting used to it. I'm familiar with it now, with the climate change in here. All right. Next one. Don't worry, use get used to eating with chopstick. Right now you don't know how to use it, but bit by bit or time by time, you will be able to use the chopstick to eat it properly. This is the thing. Okay, so this part we can say get. When we use it get with these two, it will express the process of change. All right. Okay. Okay, we'll move to the next one, and you may ask some question. If you have some doubt or some question, you can comment on some part. We will try to discuss later. Thank you. Move to the next one. Okay, so in here, about practice exercise. Okay, I did not show you on the slide here, but I just want you to refer to your text, your workbook. Okay, and you can see it on page 50, from page 57 to page 60. Please do all the main exercise number 1 to number 5 out the present and past habit in your workbook. All right, to go and do it as your homework and try to enjoy it, and you will be able to use it well. Okay, after you have listened and read it from the grammar preference as well. But any section I have get it from your grammar preference there. All right. Thank you for your attention. And do you have any question regarding to this? Please comment on that part. And this part I would like to summarize briefly regarding to the what we have discussed so far today. So expressing about habit, both present and past, we can use like present simple tense, present continuous tense, will or would. Okay, the other one about used to plus infinitive, be or get used to plus ing form or something. We also can use it to talk about the habit. And the habit so far there, it just can be about present habit or past habit. So keep learning from those, and okay, practice to use it in your workbook. All right. So if you have any comment or question regarding to this, please drop your comment or even keep asking during the live session in the Google Hangout, or even comment it in the Google Classroom there. All right, we will try to discuss there. And thank you very much for your hard working and patience regarding to this online learning. All right, thank you. See you next time. Thank you.